Yeah, well, it was a good idea for the FBI to let me bring in somebody to help me guard you.
Especially somebody like Hank.
Yeah, somebody who knows you and we know can be trusted.
Damn you, Les.
You know what the deal is. It's real simple. You kill Sheridan and your niece. What's her name again? Yeah. Sweet Kay. She lives to shop again. It's up to you, Hank. Either you take out Sheridan or you start fishing her body out of the bay. So, what's it gonna be?
I came here for some answers, and I want them now. Damn it, Ivy. Is Ethan my son? I want the truth, and I'm not leaving here until I get it.
Now that I've told you how I feel about you, told you that I'm in love with you, I need to know if you feel the same way about me.
I know. That's why I'm here, Teresa. To talk to you about our relationship. About our future.
Our future. I know it. I knew you had feelings for me.
Of course I have feelings for you, Teresa. I always have.
Bring on the destruction! Bring it on now! Stop bailing us! Do what we told you to do! Bring on the destructions of harmony now!
You're choking me! Stop it! You're killing her! You're killing Timmy's princess! Stop it! I would hold the hand of the one who could leave me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life. Timmy's begging you! Please stop! Thank you. Thank you.
Failed us! And for that, you must be destroyed!
Timmy can't let his princess die! Timmy has to do something! But what?
Be destroyed.
Well, I'm glad you feel safe with Hank.
Totally.
Don't get too used to it, because I'm going to be relieving him this afternoon.
But I was hoping to go out at some point today.
Sorry, that's just not going to happen.
You can't keep me cooped up in here day after day. I mean, it's criminal. It's inhuman.
Look, it's safe. And until we catch a break and find out who this drug cartel hired to kill you, that's where you're going to be.
I'm warning you, Les. You touch Kay and I'll...
You'll what?
She isn't involved in this!
She is now, pal. Thanks to you. Excuse me, young lady. Did you happen to have the time?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I forgot my watch today.
Well, that's okay. Thanks anyway.
Sure.
Have a nice day.
You too?
Sure is pretty.
Leave her out of this!
You listen hard, Bennett. We're through playing games. You work for us, you do what we tell you. You were ordered to take out Sheridan Crane, and that is what you'll do. You have 30 minutes. If Sheridan Crane isn't dead in a half hour, Sweet Kay will be.
on? Why are you looking at me so strangely? What's the matter?
You said Ethan was my son.
I have no memory of that. Why would I say something like that?
So you're saying isn't true?
No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Julian is Ethan's father.
Then why would you say he was mine?
I don't know. I have no idea. I got hit on the head, nearly drowned. I was delirious. Maybe I thought I was talking to Julian.
Maybe.
Really, Sam, I went through so much last night. I could have babbled anything. That's what it was. I'm sure, just babble.
No. No, I don't buy it. I know what I heard. I know what you said and how you said it. Now, I want the truth.
No, Ethan is not your son.
You're lying.
I've always had feelings for you, Teresa, ever since you came to work for my mother. I've never met anyone like you before. You're so full of life and so unafraid to dream. You've made such a difference in my life.
You have in mine. And I know it won't be easy to find a way to let Gwen down, but we will. We'll go talk to her together. And I know that she'll be hurt and upset and angry. Well, I know I would be if you had chosen her instead of me.
Look, Teresa, I
would be devastated, Ethan.
No, you don't understand.
I do understand. You love me, and we're gonna be together.
Teresa, I'm sorry. I think you're a wonderful person. I do have very strong feelings toward you. But as a friend, Gwen is the woman I'm going to marry. The last thing I wanted to do was to hurt you. And you're a great girl. And I know someday you'll make a lucky man a wonderful wife.
But you're the one I love, Ethan. Only you.
No, Teresa.
Yes, it's you.
That's just what you think.
No, it's what I know. In my heart and in my soul.
Teresa, we've grown very close this past year. We've spent a lot of time together. We've developed a very close friendship.
But it's more
But
than
I
that.
just think if you thought about it, then you'd see that you feel the same way about me too. As a friendship, not love.
No, Ethan.
And I just think that you're still trying to get over losing the man you really love. Chuck.
Chuck.
And I know it was rough when he broke up with you. I mean, we talked about it all the time. When you opened up to me, you told me how much you loved him and that you wanted to be together with him.
But Ethan,
And even when I kissed you, it was only because I was comforting you because you were crying about Chuck. I'm sorry that I confused you. I take full responsibility for that.
But I'm not confused.
How could you not be, given all the mixed messages?
But it's you, Ethan. You're the one I love.
You just think you do. And you're such an innocent. And I know that you believe that what you're feeling for me is love. And I know that you'd never lie to me. I know this. I mean, you don't have a deceitful bone in your body. But it's not love. Your feelings are just confused right now. I mean, how could you love me? You haven't even known me that long. Not as long as you've known Chuck. And you've told me before that you loved Chuck deeply for years. But I think this love you have for me is only a few weeks old. And that's why I think that all this is just normal feelings you have coming off a breakup. It's the rebound.
You don't understand, Ethan. There is no rebound.
No, Teresita, don't do it.
You have to listen to me, Ethan. I need to tell you the truth.
Why are you looking at me like that? You're upset. Is it that phone call you just got? Is something wrong?
Yeah, something's wrong. A friend of mine's in trouble. He's just got himself in a real bind.
What kind of bind?
I don't know. He's been hanging out with the wrong people. Now they're asking him to do something, and he's telling them no.
Do what?
Hurt someone. And if he doesn't do it, they're gonna start hurting members of his family.
It's terrible. How did your friend get mixed up with someone like that?
Oh, it's a long story.
What's he gonna do?
He doesn't know. I mean, he's torn up about it.
Then he should go to the police.
No, he won't do that.
Then you should.
No, I can't do that. It's his call.
Well, he has to choose his family.
His family?
Yes, I mean, I know it sounds awful, but his family has to be more important to him than whoever it is he has to hurt.
Well, yeah, but the problem is that this person that he's supposed to hurt is someone he has feelings for.
Even if that's so, his family should come first.
Do you really believe that?
Yes. I mean, your friend has to do what these people are asking him to do, no matter what.
Changing of the guard. What's going on?
Maybe you can advise Hank.
On what?
Well, a friend of his is being pressured to hurt someone. And if he doesn't, then the people pressing him will hurt his family.
So what's the problem? Your friend goes to the police and tells them.
He won't do that.
Well, then you do it.
That's what I told him.
You go to the police, tell them what's going on, let them in on it.
I swore I wouldn't, okay? God, there's gotta be another way.
To do what?
I don't know yet, okay? It's something I gotta figure out on my own.
What's this? Planning on moving all your things in here now?
A bell.
What?
When I was on the phone, I heard a bell in the background.
A church bell?
No, it wasn't a church bell.
A ship's bell?
That's it!
Your friend must have called from the wharf.
Yeah, I've got to get down there right away before something bad happens.
I don't know what else I can say to make you believe me. I am not lying to you, Sam. Ethan is not your son.
On the prom boat, you said you had something important to tell me. Something that would bring me back to you. I think that's what you wanted to tell me. That we had a child together.
Well, you couldn't be more wrong. It certainly wasn't that.
Well, what was it then?
I wanted to tell you that I still loved you, but that I didn't want to come between you and Grace. I just want you to be a little part of my life, that's all. It had nothing to do with Ethan.
Why don't you get it through your head that I want nothing to do with you? I love Grace and only Grace, and I would never do anything to hurt her. Ever. I only came here to get the information, get the truth about Ethan.
Well, you've got it. Ethan is not your son. It's not possible.
That is a lie, and you know it. Of course it's possible. You came to me on your wedding night, and we made love. I checked Ethan's birthday on the internet. He was born exactly 9 months later. So what you said out in the water was true, wasn't it? Ethan isn't a Crane. He's mine. He's my son.
I have to explain to you about Chuck.
No, Teresa, don't tell him.
The truth is...
Excuse me. Hello? Oh, hi. It's Gwen. I better take this outside.
I heard, Teresita.
Everything?
Yes.
Mama, as soon as Ethan comes back, I'm going to tell him that there is no Chuck. That there never was. That the only reason why I was feeling so hurt was not because I'd lost Chuck, but because I was so scared that I'd lost Ethan to Gwen.
Listen to me, Mija.
Mama, ever since I was a little girl, I have dreamed of marrying Ethan, and he has to know that. And when I met him, got to know him, my feelings, they only grew stronger. And I have to tell him that he's the only man I have ever loved or ever will.
You cannot tell him any of that. Teresa, if you do, he'll know you've deceived him. And that Gwen was right all along, that you've been manipulating the situation, and that you've been trying to steal him from her.
No, Mama, it doesn't matter. I mean, don't you see? Once Ethan realizes how deeply I love him, he'll understand everything and he will return my love.
Don't do it, Teresita.
Mama, I have to. It's the only way. I can't lose Ethan.
Oh. Pilar, I didn't know you were here. Teresa, I'll talk to you later.
No, please don't go. Mama, would you mind?
Teresa.
Please. I have to do this. Ethan, there is something I have to tell you.
Destroyed.
Let go of her! If you want to keep shouting, that's okay too.
Breathe your last wish.
Timmy has to do something. Timmy has to save his princess. Timmy can't think without light flashing. Yes, that's it. She's dead. Timmy's princess can't be dead. Tabitha can't leave Timmy. She's alive. She's alive.
Oh, that's better.
Timmy was so scared.
Oh, you were scared. I don't even know what happened. I'm sure it's got something to do with that pendant.
It made Grace evil.
Oh, whatever got into her just took her over completely.
What could it have been, Tabitha?
I'm not sure, Timmy. But I think it's possible it has something to do with our friends in the basement. Or worse.
Worse?
whatever it was, is out to get me. She's coming too, Timmy. Here, help me up. Ooh,
Oh, Tabitha. What happened?
Oh, well, I don't know. You and I were just talking, and suddenly you got a little woozy, and before I could do anything, you fainted and fallen on the floor.
I did?
Yes. Well, you look much better now, dear. You've got some colour coming into your cheeks. I think what you need is something to in your stomach.
Tabitha, your voice is so hoarse. Are you all right?
Yes, it's just a summer sniffle.
The pendant, it's gone.
Oh, dear.
It must have fallen on the floor when I fainted. I'm gonna...
Oh, no.
Look, Teresa, I'm sorry I ran out and took that phone call. It's just that I thought that I should speak to Gwen privately.
I understand.
I didn't know this.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But it does, Teresa. It matters very much. I mean, all those things she accused you of trying to steal me from her, Gwen finally realized that that was all in her head and that you would never do anything so underhanded. I told her you were one of the most open and honest people I have ever known. That's why I value our friendship. I mean, I have met so many deceitful people in my life. But I know you would never do anything behind my back. Never keep anything from me. Certainly nothing important.
Ethan, I am...
Teresa, I have to go. Will you be all right? I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, later.
I told you, Teresa. I said all this dishonesty would come back to harm you, and now it has. This is what happens when people keep secrets.
I lost Ethan. I lost him.
Ethan was born 9 months after you and I made love. If he isn't my son, then...
There is a simple explanation.
I'm listening.
Ethan was born prematurely. He was conceived weeks after you and I made love. My due date was a month later. I delivered a month early.
Now, is that the truth?
Of course it's the truth. If Ethan were your son, don't you think I would have used that months ago to bind us together? Unfortunately, Ethan is Julian's son. He's a great one.
All right. Then there's nothing left to say.
Sam.
Stay the hell out of my life. Stay away from my family. I want nothing to do with you. Ethan isn't my son. He's not mine.
I'm sorry, Sam. There's no way you can know the truth. There is no way I'm going to let my son lose everything I have ever wanted for him.
What's going on?
Oh, well, I know it's hard on you being cooped up in here, so thought I'd give you a treat.
And the lights have to be out for it?
Well, it's much better in the dark. Come on. Come sit next to me. And take your mind off what's been going on.
Time just ran out, Hank.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Teresita. I warned you this would happen.
I've dreamed of being with him my whole life.
But that's all it could ever be, Teresita, a dream. Can't you see now that Ethan is going to marry Gwen?
No.
Yes. It is what both their families have wanted since they were children.
I know he loves me, Mama. I know he does.
Even if that were true, do you believe for a moment that Ivy would allow her son to marry the housekeeper's daughter?
If only Ethan wasn't a Crane. I know the pressure his family puts on him, how many responsibilities he has because he's a Crane, but if he was just somebody else, anybody else, will he be free to marry me? He wouldn't be promised to Gwen.
Teresa, it's not just for the Cranes. Ethan does love Gwen.
But he loves me more, Mama. I know he does. And our love comes from the heart. It's not based on business deals or a social position. It's real, true love. And there has to be something I can do to get Ethan to realize that.
What you have to do, mi niña, is to let this go. Move on with your life. There are other boys out there, I promise you. You'll find the right one.
If only there was a way I could make Ethan not be a Crane. Then he would marry me. If only there was a way.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. I was just, thinking about what somebody said to me earlier. It's foolish.
Chief Bennett, wait. I'm glad we ran into each other. I want to tell you face to face.
Tell me what?
As the Crane representative on the police board, I'm going to call a special review of you and the department.
What?
Well, it's time the police board looked into the mismanagement of the Harmony Police Department.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, for starters, the way the case with my Aunt Sheridan has been handled.
Not this again.
Look, you know there is a Parisian drug cartel with a contract out on her. And I've requested repeatedly more protection for her.
Luis is the best cop we have around. Good enough for the FBI to hire him to protect Sheridan.
I agree Luis has done a competent job, but I believe he has a personal interest in my Aunt Sheridan that isn't appropriate.
My officers know the difference between duty and personal interest. Luis certainly does. He's not going to step over some line, no matter how he feels about Sheridan.
Well, are you gonna sit or what? Can't do what I have planned without you.
Okay. Now what?
This.
This is it? This is my surprise?
What'd you think it was gonna be?
Nothing. I mean, I had no idea.
Yeah. Well, I brought over all the slides of Spain that you gave me when you heard me talking about always wanting to go there.
So that's what was in the box.
Yeah, and since you can't get out of here until the hitman's caught and the drug cartel's busted, I figured I'd bring a little Hispania to you.
This is really sweet of you.
Well, I didn't just do it for you. I haven't looked at these slides in a long time. You promised to watch them with me. Tell me about the Costa Brava, Promenade in Malaga, Plaza de Sevilla. about a little sangria a la Valenciana?
Gracias, senor. You thought of everything.
Well, I figured if we're gonna pretend like we're in Spania, then we gotta go all out, right? So just sit back, chill out. Tell me what's going on up here. I want to hear about everything. All you can remember. All the details.
Kay! Oh my God, no. Kay, are you all right?
Jerk. No, not you, Uncle Hank. That idiot.
Well, who? What happened? Are you sure you're okay?
No, thanks to him.
Oh, thank God.
What is the matter with people anyway? I was walking along minding my own business when the guy comes running up behind me and just sideswiped me out of nowhere. Didn't even stop. Didn't even say he was sorry. It was nuts.
Well, hey, as long as you're okay.
He scared me half to death.
Well, did you see which way he went?
That way, I think.
Well, make sure you're okay. Check that you're not hurt anywhere.
Oh, no!
What?
My blouse is torn.
Oh, well, you probably caught it on something when you fell.
It's brand new, Uncle Hank.
Well, I'm sure your mom can fix it.
What a clown. I could have really been hurt.
Well, the important thing is that you're not. Okay, now I want you to go straight home, okay?
Uncle Hank, is something wrong?
No, of course not. Go. I'll see you later. Okay?
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
That was just a warning. Next time it won't be her blouse that I cut, it'll be your niece.
Oh, thank you, Tabitha. But you know, you didn't answer my question. Why didn't you want me to look for the pendant?
You need to relax, dear, not be on your hands and knees looking for a pendant.
I guess you're right.
Jungle out there. Survival of the fittest. Hey, Mom.
Kay, what happened to your blouse?
Oh, some idiot ran into me on the wharf, so I fell and I ripped it.
Gosh, are you all right?
I'm fine. You look kind of pale. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I fainted.
You fainted? Mom, if you fainted, something's wrong.
No, you know, I just think it's I didn't have enough to eat, and I'm feeling fine now. Listen, do me a favor and don't tell your dad. He's got enough to worry about already, okay?
Well, I think I'll be off.
Oh, what's Charity's pendant doing on the floor?
Oh, I was wearing it earlier. It must have fallen off when I fainted.
Well, is it okay if I wear it later? I think it's gonna look great with my new outfit.
Yeah.
Ta-ta, then.
Bye.
Bye, Tabitha.
Damn, Kay. If she hadn't come in, I'd have that bloody pendant in my hand. That thing is more dangerous than I ever imagined, Timmy. If it were to fall into the wrong hands, I could be destroyed.
Let's get out of town, Debbie. Let's get out, honey, and never ever come back.
No, I was told I had to bring Charity over to the dark side. Now, I know I've failed miserably so far, but I can still turn it around, Timmy. And then, maybe whatever's after me will leave me alone.
Timmy's scared.
You're not the only one, Timmy. Something is being unleashed in Harmony. And for the first time in hundreds of years, I'm afraid. Very, very afraid.
If you touch anyone in my family again, I'll rip your head off.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Then both of your nieces get iced. The stalling's over. I want some action, Bennett. You're Sheridan's bodyguard. She trusts you, so I'll be expecting a delivery. Sheridan Crane, dead on arrival. I don't get that. We start picking off your family, one by one.
And that's Toledo. Taken from just about the exact same spot that El Greco painted it.
Beautiful.
It's my favorite place in Spain. Probably all of Europe. I'd love to take you there someday. The locals say that you have to share this place with someone you love. I mean that whoever you take there should be someone that you love.
Wherever you take there.
It was the FBI that hired Luis to be Sheridan's bodyguard, not me.
The point is, you could have assigned more officers.
Why don't you just hire more guards from Crane Private Security? I've already told you, Harmony PD doesn't have the manpower to spare.
What? That is bull, and you know it. You have not given sufficient attention to Sheridan's case because she's a Crane and you held something against our family. That's why I'm talking to the review board. And believe me, Chief Bennett, heads are going to roll, including yours.
You know, who the hell do you think you are? There is nothing wrong with my department or how I run it.
That's where you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it.
Well, it took a lot of persuading, but I think I convinced Sam that Ethan is not his son.
You're sure?
I think, but look, just to be on the safe side, I wanted to make absolutely certain that you have hidden that attaché case containing proof that Ethan isn't a Crane, that he's Sam's son.
It's hidden in a safe place, Mrs. Crane.
If anyone found out what was inside that case, my life, as well as Ethan's, would be destroyed.
Trust me, no one will ever find it.
I've got to get out of here. I've got to get away. I just can't stay in Harmony and watch Ethan marry Gwen. If you weren't a Crane, everything would be different. We'd be together. We would be married.